Hello and welcome to the 26th Business Startup Show here at Earls Court 2 in London. I'm here with a young man named Stu Jolly, founder and head honcho at Wingman. Hello, Stu.
Hi, good to see you again.
Good to see you. So, you're here at the Business Startup Show. You were here last year. How did you get on? You were speaking.
It was a really good event. Awesome people around you, so much energy here, so much creativity, and it was just great to see loads of businesses all trying to do sort of the same things of pushing their business forward. So it was a cracking event.
Yeah, and of course you're a good person to talk about that because you founded. When did you found Wingman?
Only sort of a year and a half ago. So sort of from idea to getting it onto the shop floor, it's been sort of a whole transition period. So I think what it showed is being at the event last year, how quickly you can move your idea forwards.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, a year and a half is such a short amount of time. What's helped you push that brand forward and get into retail stores and all?
I think you've just got to have as much passion and determination as possible because so many doors sort of shut in front of you. So you've just got to be determined. A lot of things go wrong along the way, and you've just got to pick yourself up because I think the hardest thing is a lot of people at the start will say it won't work, and you've almost got to be resilient to that and think, right, I know what I want to do. I'm sticking to my path, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah, and of course you were on Britain's next
big thing.
Next big thing. And how was that experience? Did that help your brand a lot?
It was great exposure, but I think the main thing is it obviously gave us a chance to sort of speak out to the public about our brand, where it's going, what we're about, and I think it just everything is. Just happened in sequence. So after the program, I then managed to land a very strong investor, Will King of King of Shave. So I think everything sort of then started to fall into place.
Yeah, I mean your product. Briefly explain your product to anybody that doesn't know what it is.
Sure. Yeah, it started. The reason sort of why I created Wingman was I was on a holiday surfing down the west coast of France. We were going in and out of campsites. My friend who came along with me, slightly more girly than me, brought along a packet of pink baby wipes. And sort of us guys being men, we said we're not going to use those. Yeah. A couple of days in, we were all using them, and that's when the penny dropped. And there were so many different markets where sort of I didn't have a clue about business, didn't know what I was doing. All I knew is that I wanted to create the coolest masculine wipe, which will then be used at every single music festival, on plane journeys, travel. We've already started sending them into the military now, into ration packs for guys out in Afghanistan. So there's so many areas when you then start to pick away at it, which presented. And I think the key is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Wipes have been around for years, but if you market it in a slightly different way, make it slightly cooler, and put your own sort of spin on it, you can achieve success.
It's interesting that you hone in on the marketing being key to that, because like you say, wipes have been around for a long time, but just giving them a new face is giving them a new lease of life. So in terms of your idea, do you think you would still be, you consider yourself an entrepreneur? Would that be fair to say?
I think other people can call you an entrepreneur, but I think for me, I just, every day I wake up, I just got a lot of energy and a lot of ideas. And admittedly, some of the ideas aren't probably great, but 1 in 10 might be. I think.
Well, that's what I was going to touch on. Do you think then, it's just the personality and not the idea that drives a brand forward?
No, I think you've got to have common sense as well. And I think the first thing, if anyone's got an idea which they want to run with, and I was adamant in the first year, I kept calling it an idea or a project. I was determined not to call it a business yet because friends around you say it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. But I think that the best way to do it is sound the idea out with friends and family first, and then your next point of call, go to someone in the industry who you can bounce off. So find a mentor. There's a lot of people out there. You just got to look on the internet, and it is really helpful. And if you speak to someone in the industry, if they suddenly say, well, I think this idea is quite strong, it then gives you the next gear to, well, actually I can then start putting some money into it.
Yeah, absolutely agree. So great advice. Go and find a mentor. So is that do you have a mentor, a business mentor at the moment, or do you?
Yes, I do. It's Will King who founded King of Shave. So he did sort of what I'm trying to do now with Wingman 20 years ago, and sort of from him being in his kitchen sink filling up his shaving oils, I think we struck a sort of similarity. And when he saw that, I started out at university with thousands of boxes of Wingman in my bedroom. I think we struck a good relationship.
Plus, I think there's another similarity there, isn't there? In that Will was used to work in marketing, and he put a lot of his effort into marketing, a lot of money into that, and razors have been around for a long time, and so have wipes, and you're doing very, very similar things. So
I think.
Do you hope to reach his level of success?
Yeah, definitely, and beyond. No, it's one of those things I think where when you start out, you are a challenger brand, so you've got to be innovative. You've got to be creative because you haven't got the marketing spend of the big players.
Yeah.
So I think times like this, you've got to be creative. You've got to go back and think, well, what can I get for my money? How can I make an impact and have a big voice in a very cluttered and competitive market?
Yeah. So so looking forward then, where's Wingman going?
Well, we've just signed a toiletries deal, not only with DCS Europe, who are one of the biggest distributors in Europe, so they'll be dealing all of our products, but also we're working with a Chicago-based manufacturing company who are putting together about 9 different toiletry products. They've got excellent relationships with North America and South America, especially with the likes of retailers of Walmart, Target. They'd be perfect partners for us to go and explore there as well.
Brilliant. Okay, well, good luck with that, Stu.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Cheers. Thank you.
Joe. Good luck.
Cheers.
Cheers.